The duo, Alexander Cody and Shafi El-Sheikh, were captured by the Syrian Democratic Forces, SDF, this year. The men, both from West London, did not deny being members of the Beatles group and appeared to show no regret for their actions in an interview for Sky News Today. They did not denounce terror attacks in London, Manchester, Paris and Brussels, and said that joined the Islamic State for religious reasons and accepted being a part of it. Speaking to chief correspondent Stuart Ramsey, Shafi El-Sheikh said, "There is a difference being aligned to Islamic State or agreeing with Islamic State policy. It is by default, just like being born into a certain country. We are British citizens. Do you agree with everything being done in the UK?" Replying to comments from Mr. Ramsey, Mr. El-Sheikh said, "You being a British citizen, you don't turn around one day after the UK commits a war crime or an act of terrorism and say this isn't what I signed up for." Alexander Cody, L. and El Shafi El-Sheikh have been detained by Kurdish forces in Syria. Alexander Cody, a 34-year-old from Paddington, was described by his neighbors as a reserved and polite boy. He left to Syria in 2009, leaving behind his London life and 2 children. Since becoming a member of IS, the terrorist is believed to have helped recruit other Britons to join the terror group. El Shafi El-Sheikh came to the UK as a child refugee from Sudan. 29-year-old worked as a mechanic and was described by his mother as very clever and a nice boy. Shane's father, Rashid Said Ahmed El-Sheikh, said his son's radicalization was lightning fast. Express Mohammedaner, a member of the notorious Beatles. Members of the Beatles are accused of carrying out the beheadings of British aid workers David Haynes and Alan Henning and American journalists James Foley and Stephen Sotloff, among others. The White House believes the group were nicknamed the Beatles in prison because of their English accents.